Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, we are at the midway point. We are talking Power, Book 4, Force, Season 2, Episode 5, titled Crown Vic. Heightened police presence threatens Tommy and Diamond's bottom line, and they form a coalition with a rival gang. Jannard hits rock bottom. He sure does. He sure does. And the Flynn family, I can't even say that, Flynn family loyalties are tested with devastating results. My goodness gracious, guys, if you couldn't tell already, this is going to be a spoiler-free recap, okay? Me and my boy Lamont right here, we're going to spoil this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. That is your warning, and this is your first time finding us, and you like what we have to say, follow me on social media, follow Lamont on social media, leave a comment, thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button. Become one of the subscribers, become part of the JMOers family. I would love to have you. And like I said, guys, I'm not by myself. I got my homie right here from the east side, Lamont. We Get a Life Games. Sir, how are you doing today? Are you ready to talk some power?
I'm ready to do this, my brother. Let's get it in. I'm ready to talk about your girl that pee and don't wipe. I'm ready to talk about Tommy. I'm ready to talk about the Flynn family. Try to say that real fast. And I'm ready to talk about Junkie Jannard. Let's do it, bro.
Oh, man, let's do it. Let's do it. But again, guys, you got, if you love what Lamont has to say, his information is on the screen in the description. He's on my channel tab, that Top Bro VIP swole back channel right there. Let's get it. Lamont, this was almost my worst episode of the season. I was ready to come. I was ready to come in here and be like, Lamont, I hated this episode. It ended horribly. I cannot believe they made some of these decisions. However, I ended up loving it towards the end. I was like, okay, they threw a little curveball. They tricked me here. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was going to go this way, but they went this way instead. And I ended up going like, okay, I can F with it. I can F with it. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty good episode. I was worried at first. I'm like, man, they losing their mojo, but I have to say now I'm pretty satisfied. How do you feel, sir? How was this episode for you for the most part?
I loved it, man. Definitely one of my favorite episodes because you've seen every element of the show in this episode. Issues with Tommy, Kate Egan and his brother and his nephew. The Flynn family issues. Bodies dropping all over the place. The element of the police all over the place. The element of the rival cartels all over the place. You got just about everything you wanted to see. And we just seen Maria be free from the contract of the doctor surgeon due to the brother. And we got to talk about that too. So I really enjoyed it. A lot of things were said. And a lot of things that me and you predicted on my trusty piece of paper happened.
Really? What was one of the, what you want to talk about first? Because you did bring it up. They do have Mr. Doctor right here. He's like, what did I do? What did I do? And man, Miguel is just don't give a damn. He's like, if you if you get on my sister nerve, if you just brush into her on accident in the break room, okay, I'm gonna break your operating hands, okay. And that's what he did, man. Do you think that was justified, or you think he was kind of going overboard a little bit with that? What you think?
Man, fuck no, that wasn't justified. Dude, do you know that he might just ruin his only connection to getting free diabetes mellitus medicine because his sister can't write a prescription for it. She's a nurse. And I'm sure somehow, some way she was getting Dr. Feelgood here to write prescriptions to help the brother get his illegal diabetes mellitus medicine because he ain't taking his ass to no doctor. And furthermore, the doctor don't even know why he was being accosted by me.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
First of all, and then they made it graphic. They made it concise. The man is a world-renowned surgeon. Not only did you break one hand, but hell, you broke the other one. Now he can't even go to the MCU and be Dr. Strange because you broke both of his damn hands. Damn, Miguel.
Yeah. I was like, Miguel, if you at least gonna do that, man, whisper in his ear, say something threatening, but like, if you cross my sister again, break your dick off or something, you know, maybe
Right,
not that,
right.
but you know, something, you know, like, I mean, I really like the guy, but he didn't deserve all that. Now, you know, again, you don't need to be going around grabbing people. I've never in my life grabbed a woman. I mean, I'm not like this is a flex. Like I should just be proud of this. Like, oh, great job, Brady. You've never accosted a woman. I mean, that should be
Mhm.
automatic. But at the
Right.
same time, I don't think that him grabbing her and no, you already answered the question. It's not justified. I want to hear from
No,
you guys
no.
out there. Lamont is
Yeah.
over saying, hell no, shaking his head left and right. And I
Hell
don't,
no. No.
I don't, I I
No.
don't like
No.
him, but
No.
is what was did the doctor deserve to get his hands broken like that by Mr. Miguel? I
No.
know
No.
Lamont, the sister was like, I don't even want you to talk to him. And I guess he did his research too. He must have. I just thought about that. It's not like he had a sign over his head say, "Hey, I'm Doctor So and So. Here's my address." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
That's quite
Well,
fair.
he's probably followed the sister to the house before.
Oh,
He loves his sister. He's probably got eyes on the sister every which way she go. Probably the only time there ain't eyes on her is when she go to the bathroom to take a poop. But other than
yeah,
that, he probably is aware of every little step that sister takes. So we could easily see how he knew where the doctor lived at and what was going on.
yeah. So I don't know, man. Just because you're knocking it down at work, you got to be careful in these streets.
Yeah, man.
The more I think about it, just how foolish that is. This is a coworker, and you getting into it at work. You grabbing people at work. I mean, just in general, that's just dumb. I mean, if you working at a call center, but you're a doctor and you in the parking
Now,
lot grabbing folks, that's just
well, here's the thing, B. You know, doctors have egos, and surgeons have real big mother effing egos. And oftentimes they feel like they can get away with doing whatever they want to do. And maybe that was his situation. And on top of that, this was his girl. But what I worry about is
probably when it was
now
a girl,
that
probably just a smash thing. But keep going.
I worry that now that Miguel has done this to the doctor, how is the doctor going to retaliate? Is the sister going to be out of a job? Are they going to have to move her to a new wing because she worked in his surgical wing? He
Hmm.
obviously ain't going to be doing no surgeries for a damn year or so. And
Yeah,
could the sister be feeling empathetic to the doctor at what happened? And will the doctor decide to try to pursue legal actions?
yeah.
This could turn the doctor crazy. It could make the sister empathetic to the doctor. What they did with Miguel, I think that's going to come back to bite Miguel in the butt in the form of you won't be getting your diabetes mellitus medicine.
Okay. I tend to agree with you, man. That wasn't the smartest move right there.
No.
Miguel
Mm-mm.
should have thought that through. People are gonna want to know. Okay, doctor, why are you not able to operate on anyone anymore? We need you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right. Right.
my hands are this man.
Right.
So yeah. So y'all let us know what you all think about that in the comment section. Now, Lamont, you have your notepad there. You stated that some of the stuff that we predicted did come through. I don't mean to rub it in your face. What did we say was going to happen at the beginning? Well, I'll let you have it. What did we say was going to pop off in this episode? What you got over
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you join me on my first live that we did after episode 1, we all predicted that something was going to drive Kate Egan back to cocaine and sniffing that
there?
booger sugar.
Yes.
And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? She was driven back. And we also said that she would die by episode 9. But before she died, she'd be driven back to the streets doing the booger sugar. Ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm not just pretending to be a writer. Your boy is a damn writer. It happened in this episode. Me, B. Avery, and Moochie the Hammer all predicted it. And now we got to wonder, how is Kate being on that stuff going to mess with Tommy's business? How is it going to mess with her going to do something erratic and stupid? This is the Kate Egan that we've been missing from the old Power.
Yeah, man, it's crazy that we saw this. You was right. I thought we were turning over a new leaf with Kate. I thought that,
Nope.
I was saying to myself, look at her trying to be a good grandma to D-Max, saying, hey, here's $20. I thought she was going to say, here, go get some, take Genesis to the movies and buy some popcorn. I'm like, she must not been to the movies in a minute because all the $20 can get you at the theaters a bag of napkins. You know what I'm saying?
B,
But
$20 barely get you the damn movie ticket now.
right, right. But to answer your question, man, how is this going to affect Kate? Is she going to go off the scale? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so, to be honest with you, because her being on drugs, it never really did affect Tommy's business in the past anyway, did it? Correct me
Not
if I'm wrong.
much. No, it didn't affect his business much. He would always share his drugs with her. They would get high together.
Yeah.
She was in his business because she basically felt like she helped raise Ghost and Tommy because he knew them since they were so young. And the real issue was, she kind of got out of the business because Tommy's daddy was the big time drug dealer, so she distanced herself and Tommy from the dad who was in jail. But I think that now is the time to have some issues with K.E. She is not going to let this thing go with not knowing where this boy is at. She's not.
Yeah, man. And let's talk about the beginning of that right there, because it took me a second for it to register on my head. But I was saying to myself, oh, yeah, JP does not know what happened. So he walks up in the house and Tommy got D-Mac all hemmed up against the wall. Like, hey, mother effer, get your hands off my son. I know you're the uncle, but still, like, what's going on? I don't like this right here. You need to communicate, use your words, And so that's quite interesting to me. I like how he stood up to him. I do like that. I do like that. That was quite nice in my opinion. But they got
JP's. They're not allowing JP's character to be a punk. Just because he's gay doesn't mean you're a punk ass something. And JP knows how dangerous Tommy is. It's like, bruh, he's my son. Don't put your hands on my son. He's your nephew. He's my son.
Right.
And so I like how JP gave him that opposition to let us know, like, bruh, I don't give a D who he is. I'm something to be reckoned with. With my flat iron hair.
Right. I was kind of annoyed with him a little bit. At one point where he was saying, well, can you hear me?
Yeah, you was annoyed with JP or Tommy?
JP, because when they was having a discussion, like saying, hey, don't tell Kate. And he was like, well, hey, I don't feel like I can keep a secret. I feel like I have to tell her. I was like, no, bro, you gotta, you have to, stand strong. That's just not the I don't. How you feel about that? You think Kate should know about it or no? No, that he killed a cop.
Well, no, because Tommy's trying to do his best to keep as many people out of it. So if something was to ever go down, someone was to ever get interrogated, they honestly don't know, and you can't say that they knew. And the mama is such a wild card. You don't know what you can trust her with. She's such a wild card. So you definitely can't tell her anything. And now that she's gone, I am worried that this could be a situation where we're going to have to see a son take out the mama. I'm very worried. Very worried.
You think so?
Man. I'm very worried. Yep.
You think Tommy's going to take out his mama?
I didn't say Tommy. I said a son.
You think
JP
is going to take out his mama?
He might. And you seen how JP got in that ass and said you didn't have nothing to do with us in the first place.
Now, how in the world you come to that conclusion? That's a bit much. I mean, we got some other characters that we're gonna be talking about in this episode that's taking out their daddy, and that's interesting right there. But you really think that JP has the kahunas to take out Kate?
I do.
Wow. Okay.
I do.
I don't know. That's probably out of all the scenarios that could happen in this season, I think that's at the bottom for me. I don't see that happening at all. I mean, it's power. I didn't think that this episode here was going to end the way it did. I was real surprised about that. The way it ended, some stuff in the middle, and the beginning. I mean, the whole thing. So that's okay. We'll see, Lamont. We'll see.
B, let me put something to bed too, real quick. Let me put something to bed. We've already talked about the fallout from Maria and Dr. Feelgood, Dr. No Hands now. Well, the way we got there, B, was because there was a shooting and people had to come to the hospital. And one girl was about Maria's age and was saying, please get a message to my daddy in Mexico, letting him know that I love him. And his name was was Felipe.
Felipe, yeah.
I just want people to know, put it to bed, it is not Felipe Lobos, ladies and gentlemen. Felipe Lobos from the First Power is dead, okay? Don't even start. Is it Felipe Lobos' daddy? Is that his daughter? No, she's not.
Okay. Thank you for that Easter egg tidbit right there. I do appreciate that.
Yeah, I got
Now,
you.
at the beginning of the episode, though, Diamond is falling off the mountain here. He is crumbling, rolling down.
Jannard.
Did I say Diamond? I did.
Yeah, you said
Jannard.
Diamond.
Thank you,
Jannard.
sir. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Now, and also I remember this diner at the very beginning.
Yep.
They was talking about his daddy, and I definitely
Uh-huh.
want your opinion there. But we got this shootout here in the beginning. No, that was how did you feel about the shootout, man? I thought that was kind of random, but how did you feel about it?
Well, I didn't know exactly why there was a shootout. Maybe potential retaliation against the CBIs, trying to send a message. I felt like they had pretty much figured out who killed Lil K. And they did explain who it was and why. But in the beginning, we didn't know who it was and why they were shooting out. And furthermore, I don't think anybody knew. They kept talking about his dad. Nobody knew what his dad's name was by name. And
Mhm.
so for me, I was thinking maybe whomever he was supposed to go see at the moment might have been setting them up or whatever. But I thought that the shooting was very chaotic. They had some heat for Diamond, and I just wanted to know exactly who it was and who set this hit up against Diamond.
Yeah, yeah, that's something that I was really interested in learning as well. Because he just chilling at the little diner here, man, and they just get blasted up. And so I was just like, oh, what's going on right there? What else do you have on your notebook, if anything at all, that we may have talked about earlier in past episode recaps?
Um, we talked about in the same first live that we did, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, oh, I am back live this Saturday at 9 p.m. Get your popcorn ready because we're gonna go in. We talked about a double crossing in the Flynn family, and we talked about Paulie dying this season.
Yeah, man.
And you was like, no, we can't have Paulie die. And I said, B, he's too loyal of a character. He'll pull the heartstrings of the audience because we follow him because he's so damn loyal. And guess what? This episode, his ass goes down in flames. Or should I say, down in the pool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Sally. I said Sally. R.I.P. Polly. R.I.P. Polly. I can give a damn about Flynn, and we could talk about him in a second. But damn, man,
Do
this
you
is
feel like
crazy.
do you feel like Paulie went out like a G? Because for 1 minute, my man was out there with two guns like this. And I'm like, well, you go take your ass somewhere and hide. Stop trying
Yeah,
to be RoboCop, bruh.
I thought that was idiotic. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, go post up somewhere. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
This is your house, your establishment. You should know the grounds better than the people that are trying to come through and infiltrate.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You left all the guns and ammo. Ah, shit. I would have posted up by the armory. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Let them come to us. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
got all the guns. Flip some
Yeah.
tables or something. We got the
And you know that?
cameras. You got the cameras
Yes.
over there and everything. You know what
B.
I'm saying?
They
Like,
got a damn panic room in that
bruh.
mansion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
man. Yeah,
bruh.
yeah. I don't. But he would, like you said, bro. He want to go out there, with his guns pointing out all out in the open. I'm like, oh my. And what didn't make sense, man? They looking at him right here. You see the all in black. You got a
Yes.
white shirt on. You're white
Right.
yourself. I'm
Right.
standing out.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
I was like, Paulie, if you're gonna go out, man, make better decisions. And so
Exactly.
I really
Exactly.
wasn't excuse me, I really wasn't a fan of that right there. But I will say I had no idea how it was gonna go down, man, because we see that Claudia evil ass, and we're gonna talk about her in detail in a moment. But
The
she did
girl
not
that
want
B.
to.
Avery says, pee pee and don't wipe and pull the panties back up.
Yes, the Miss PP. I thought that's what you said, but it's all good. She did not relay the message
Nope.
to Vic that the
Nope.
drop, the attack, the assassination attempt is moving up 30 minutes early. I was like, oh snap. This is where we're gonna
8:30.
head. Yeah. And you know what? What I thought was gonna happen, Lamont, is
Mhm.
especially let me try to find the image. When they're preparing for the showdown, I thought that this was gonna be a makeup session between because Polly and Flynn made up.
Yeah.
Because earlier when they were trying to organize everything, like, hey, is Polly gonna be there? And Vic was like, no, Dad fired him. And so of course when Polly showed up, Vic was surprised, and he was saying like, oh yeah, I love you, Vic. We're family. You still want to work for my father after everything he's done 1,000 times over. We're family. And so I thought that it was gonna be like they was just gonna let bygones be bygones, and it was gonna be Flynn, Polly, and Vic back to back, fighting their way out of there. Yeah, I got you, Dad. you know, and then they're like, yeah, we won. A high five, and let's go get after your sister and Doyle together, and they
Mm-mm.
kill her. But no, man, Flynn was talking shit. And Vic ended up killing his own damn daddy, bro. Wow.
B, B,
Wow.
we talked about this.
Wow.
Vic was blackmatized. Once you go black, you don't
Yeah.
go back. And he's
Man.
still doing stuff in the name of Gloria. Like what we seen
Yeah.
with him at the very end is in the name of Gloria. He shot the daddy because the daddy disrespected Gloria by being a racist. Then you disrespect her again by turning her bar into a strip joint, just like
That's
disrespect
true.
dance on the
Yeah.
grave. And Vic never had no panty draws like that black glow.
No,
Okay,
it didn't.
so no, you did, Daddy, you did this to yourself. You did. You should have crowned your daughter, and she would have never came up with this plot. And now it looks like Vic coming up that elevator looking like somebody from a damn boy band. By the way, shout out to Shane Harper who plays Vic. He was in a real life boy band, ladies and gentlemen. He might be the one to take down all the drug fashions in Chicago.
Man. Yeah, you think that's gonna happen, man? And
We know.
I was gonna ask you, do you think that Claudia is gonna find out that he's the one that actually pulled the trigger? But I actually don't think it matters now.
It
You
don't
know?
matter because they're going to have bigger problems now. Because Claude, dumb butt, trying to save face with her brother, you just shot the head guy of Ireland. All right. They're going to be coming to America trying to figure out what happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to have Ireland on your butt. You don't know that your brother is deep cover now. And then they already had a high price tag for the Flynn family using the four horsemen of Ireland that got their ass
Mm-hmm.
kicked.
Right, right.
So now they done sent in Big Red, who's supposed to be better than the four horsemen. You know he's gonna have a hefty price tag because he's supposed to be the best assassin in the group. And
Right,
he
right.
got his ass killed.
I was a
So
bit disappointed with that.
I was very disappointed with him. I was hot. Like he was out there shooting worse than drunk Jannard. Okay,
Yeah,
bro, how is you the best? How you better than the four horsemen of Ireland? Okay, like, bro,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
So
yeah.
she's gonna be dealing with that, and now she's gonna be dealing with mutiny from her brother. It's gonna be crazy, and this is gonna drag out till next season for sure.
Yeah, man. Again, I did not see that this is a big episode. So much happened.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I didn't see this happening at all. I really didn't. I really didn't. But here you go, man. They made her really slimy in this episode. Like she's the worst of the worst, man.
Mhm.
I don't think there's any justification for her wanting to, kill her brother. That's just too much, you know.
B,
And you
she
see,
wants the power. She wanted the power. That's why she wanted to kill her brother. She's tired of this bull jive boys club where the women can't be the leaders, even if they deserve to be the leaders. And furthermore, did you see when she was effing Doyle and looking
oh
out
yeah,
that window like she was about to be the queen of Chicago?
is that is
She
that what
was
they was is that what they was trying to allude to
That
right
was the
here? Yeah.
parallel. Yes, that's the
Okay.
parallel. Because I mean, literally, you know, it could have been a hot poker in her vagina. She wasn't thinking about no door. What he was doing, he was basically masturbating because she wasn't there. Literally, she wasn't there. That's what we call in the hood pity pussy. She was giving that to him, thinking about I'm about to take over. And after she gave it up, he gonna tell her, "I'm sorry, honey. Don't matter what you do, you're still not gonna be the queen as long as Vic is alive." So, and sometimes when women feel like they give up their draws for a purpose and they don't get that purpose, it drives them crazy.
Yeah, man. And she is crazy. She is crazy. You know, we saw what she ended up doing to Doyle as well, man. But
Right.
yeah, Claudia, I can't wait for you to get yours because she is just the worst of the worst in my opinion. You
She's
know,
gonna have to go join Tommy. She's not
yeah.
gonna have a choice.
Do
And
you like do you actually like Vic though? How you feel about Vic? I mean, earlier the police had him, hemmed up in the police station trying to get him to talk, and he didn't want to at first, But
right.
how you feeling about Vic though? How you feeling about him?
You can't trust him. He's gonna get immunity and probably get that immunity and probably be trying to do something crooked and underhanded, even though he's telling us that he's doing this for Glow. He's turned a new leaf for Glow, blah, blah, blah. I'm not buying that. I'm buying that he knows that Dublin is going to be coming for him. He knows that he wants to be out of the game and probably go somewhere else. So I buy that he's going to do that. But the minute he can get somewhere and get some distance, I think that he'll try to get back in the game. It just won't be in Chicago. But on his way out, he's going to try to burn everything down, B. Avery. And I'm liking
Yeah.
what they're doing with his character.
Okay. Who do you like more? Or who did you like more? Vic, Jannar, or Flynn? The reason why I asked it is because Flynn Flynn is no longer here. And of course I
Yeah.
don't like Jannar. Look what he's doing.
Yeah.
He going over into old neighborhoods, lying, finessing his way in here, gonna rob his people. This was so low to me. This was just so whack.
Mm-hmm.
Like I already didn't like Jannar, but I don't like him even more
Right.
now. He's gonna steal the dude chain, going back to his people, lying. Your boy know what's up. He begging him to be loyal. I just said all that to say I would have rather Jannar die than Flynn. Um, I just don't like Jannar. But I mean, how'd you feel about all this, bro? Because
I
that was despicable to me.
I'm comfortable with the dad dying because number one, I could barely understand what the hell that he was saying. He say shite, and I thought he was saying show. So
Yeah,
if I had to pick who died, I'm happy that the dad died. And you know, they just keep dumping issue after issue after issue on top of Jannard, and we just keep seeing him mess up. Homeboy got so low this episode. He
yeah,
goes to see his daddy, couldn't bear to go in there with his brother, and goes and gets high, and then turns the coke into heroin,
yeah,
basically, and got high. Comes back, his daddy's dead. You was high. You
yeah,
missed seeing your daddy's last breath because you was high.
yeah,
And him taking that girl chain, Manny's chain, that's just as low as you can get. Like
yeah,
anyone working with him should be very afraid,
yeah.
and I think they are. Like, dude, everybody know you don't get high on your own supply, and
Right.
he's going through such bad mental health issues right now that he is self-medicating,
Yeah.
self-deprecating, and to steal another person in the hood's chain, take their bricks, then wear the chain back to your crew. Your crew know
Yeah.
who the chain belonged to.
Right.
That's just not a good look for him. And at the end of the day, he went back to his brother. The brother accepted him back in CBI because it was the dad's last pleading wish. It's not going to end good for Diamond bringing him back. It's
It's
just
not.
not.
It's not.
Jannard has too many issues, my brother, to be dealing with them. And Tommy will be done messed around and off them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Shout out to Tommy. We're gonna just talk about him in a second. But before
Okay.
that, yeah, he got the text message from Merkovich as well, talking about payments due. I mean, things are just not looking good for Jannard right now, man. You are a weak little man, in my opinion.
He's
You know.
he's a
Don't.
junkie, man. And then And B, it's so bad. The crew told him we need some drugs. He was like, "Yo, go hit my man Yo-Yo." And they was like, Yo-Yo ain't messing with you in these streets. He know
Right.
you doing your drugs. Ain't nobody
Right.
fooling with you. And they know that you Miguel ain't messing with you and you owe everybody all this money. You know. So I was like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah,
Jannard ain't
man.
got nowhere to go but to the brother.
Jannard don't yeah, don't he gonna nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. You spoke about him getting high off the heroin or whatever.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that his recovery from that was a bit fast. Um, I mean, I've never done heroin before. Don't think I ever will. But I did say to myself, man, you did pop up back up at the hospital quite quick, you know.
Mhm.
But before we talk about that meeting between him and his brother, we got Diamond. No, that's not the same. Where is that? Where's those images at? How did you feel about Diamond meeting up with his dad in the hospital? Is this the first time we've seen them talk and try to get along with each other, or have they
Yeah,
shown him in the
this
past?
this is my first time seeing him.
Okay.
I think that they highlighted exactly why Diamond don't deal with the daddy, because the daddy feels like Diamond is kind of more like him, and that Jannard was the weakling of the two brothers. And we find out that Diamond's real name is David, but
Right.
he's been called Diamond because when he's under pressure, he shines.
Right.
And I felt like the excuse he gave Diamond for not being in his life was bullshit. I
Yeah.
wasn't around because I was trying to protect you from these streets. Yeah, when you come home, you don't got to be street. Like when you do something to support me, you don't got to be street. I just felt like that was an excuse for him to keep doing his thing. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
I don't know if I even feel like there was a good enough point for them to show the father.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess they was trying to use it as a plot point to bring Diamond and Jannard back together towards the end.
exactly, 100%.
Eh, I mean, because that realistic, if you want to be realistic about it, that would, I think, bring family together.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, unless you just hate them. But I was kind of watching it. I was just like, what's the point here? Why? I don't know. I guess they just wanted to show David's backstory and where he came from. But I don't know. I was kind of watching it, and it was hurtful. But I was just like, okay, why are we showing this? Like, this is just kind of random. But that's just me. That's just me. You guys let us know what you think. How you feel about the coalition that he was trying to make with the other guy in jail? How you think that's gonna play out? To my Diamond or David Diamond David.
Diamond D. Uh, for first of all, for those that don't know, the guy playing Kilo, that is Glenn Big Baby Davis that used to play for the Boston Celtics. He's in here doing his acting thing now. This is not going to work because you got this is not going to work, man. What they
Hmm.
think this is? Damn Rainbow Coalition or something?
Yeah.
Black Men United. You got too many egos. You got two kingpins behind bars. You got Kilo, and you still got Rojas, and you think you're going to try to unite all these different fashions to make money, and then Kilo wants half of everything. And at first, Tommy's like, nah, we're not doing it. But then Tommy thought about it and said, okay, we can do it, but we got to be the ones supplying them. It's just not going to work because Kilo or Rojas is going to get jealous. It's going to cause some issues within the organization. And that nice little thing that Diamond got going on with what's old girl that's in prison, something's
Yeah.
going to happen to her. And when that happens, the whole organization is going to crumble.
But you don't think it's gonna work out even with them agreeing to give Kilo 50 a half of the stuff from the inside?
No, it's not going to work. It's not going to
Really?
work. Somebody is going to get greedy. Somebody's going to get greedy, and it's not going to be Diamond or Tommy. Somebody's
And
going to
how
get greedy.
but how much power does the Kilo have from the inside anyway? Like, I don't know. I just don't
Well, he's the head of the RDs, and you seen the
okay.
RDs were the ones that try to take out Diamond. And
Yeah.
the streets is hot right now. So I understand why they do it. The streets is hot because we got a dead cop in Seamus, and then we got all these bodies dropping all over the place. Like the town is in disarray. So I can understand why they want to end the beef, but you're not ending the beef with Miguel. You're not ending the beef with Mucinex. And then you're still going to have the Irish mob wanting to know what happened to Doyle and the Flynn family. And so when you combine all that together, it's just going to be a big mess. And I don't see this working. I commend them for trying to go Black Men United, but I don't see it working that long.
I got you. I got you. How you feeling about your girl Shanti this time around? You know,
It's time for Shanti to go. Like she's got to jump off this bandwagon, man. Like the Titanic is sinking quicker than a rock in a pond, and she's got to jump off of it, bro. She notices every time he come up there high. She notices
yeah,
it every
yeah,
time. The one thing
that's
she
true.
did do was tell him that your daddy is dying. Go see your daddy. I thought that was a real nice point of her, but at some point in time, she's going to be bare with the decision of she's going to have to cut bait with Jannar. That's what she's going to have to do.
You think she gonna die? Or she gonna live?
She's going to die.
Man, I don't want her to.
She's going to die.
Well,
I
it's too
don't
many.
either.
There's too many deaths this episode anyway. But like but Jannar listened to her. You know, he goes to the
He
hospital,
did.
sees his brother in there, chickens out like a biatch, and he tries to go get high, and that's what he
Well,
does.
no, he did. He did get
Yeah,
high.
he did get high as a kite with this random guy right here. And I didn't think he was white. I thought he was brown, but I could be wrong. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he
this
looks
is
Argentinian or something to me.
crazy. They was like, yo, he was like, it's my turn now, and I'm like, you gonna use the same needle? I'm like, Jesus Christ, like. But yeah, Jannar,
What
you tripping?
B way they do that at, bro? Like way they like you really got to be an addict to
Yeah,
get in this car with someone you don't know, sniff his coat right there in front of him, and then allow him to shoot you up with his own needle. Like,
yeah,
dude, and the way he was putting up resistance, like, bro, what you doing? Bro,
yeah,
what you doing? That be the
yeah,
way women be doing it when they really want you to flirt with them, but they trying to act like what you doing? What you
right,
doing?
right.
Don't do that. He knew good and damn well what was about to happen, and he wanted every bit of it, which tells you something is going on upstairs with him that you cannot have this man part of your organization. Be you can't trust him
Yeah,
with nothing.
Jannard has really fallen off the deep end, man, and
He
you know,
has.
to no return. But you know,
Yep.
and I don't care if we don't get Jannard back. I'm not tripping. Also, what this was that was in the Crown Vic, the title of the episode during that scene, right? Because he I think he made a comment like Crown Vic in the back. It's the size of a king size bed or something like that. So
Right.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
that was another good point. B Avery is completely right. The title of the episode is Crown Vic, and they had several metaphors to Crown Vic, like them being in a Crown Vic getting high,
right,
or they crowned Vic
right,
the king of the Flynn family, and the police came and initially picked Vic up in a Crown Vic. So
right,
there were
right.
several metaphors for Crown Vic in this story. And then at the very end, the police are crowning Vic as their
Yeah,
consigliere.
yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right, sir. You're right. You're right. What do you think the outcome is going to be for JP? Um, you know, I did not think, and we can go ahead and talk about it right here. Well, I mentioned it earlier. Well, no, I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna wait on that. How you feel about JP? What you think is gonna happen with him? If you know,
well,
what you
obviously
think?
he really trusts Tommy.
Hmm.
Considering he allowed Tommy to do what he did to his son, he really trusts Tommy a whole lot. Because it went from you cussing Tommy out about putting hands on your boy to now you trust Tommy to do something with your boy. And at the time, nobody knew what was going on. You
Right.
know, nobody knew what Tommy was going to do with D-Mac, but JP trusted it. And so I think at some point in time, JP is going to have to get involved with the game with Tommy deeper than what Tommy's been allowing him to do.
Now, that's one of the, you're probably right. And that's one of the things where I almost hated this episode because I swear I thought they killed I thought they killed D-Mac.
Mhm.
I was like, are you serious? Tommy, you killed D-Mac, and then um uh JP comes in and agrees with it. I'm like, are you
Right.
serious? This episode is horrible. I was about to be done with the show. I was about to be done with the show. That's what I was saying to you when I was like, bro, no way, man. They're gonna kill the little boy and try to get away with it. He trying to go and see Genesis at the park, and they just gonna scoop him up. I was like, no, no, no way, Jose. I'm done. I am done. And I felt sorry for Kate at the end, and she crying because I mean, Kate is all right, but I was like, this is awful. This is awful. This is awful. And so I did not see it coming, man. I really thought that they had killed him. I really did. And so this whole scene right here crushed me. It crushed me. And I was mad, man. I was pissed. I was ready to come in, but like Lamont, I don't know if I can watch the show anymore. Because they killed him. But what did you think when all this going? Did you know that he wasn't dead, or how what was you thinking, man, when that played out?
They basically was alluding to us not knowing what happened to him. Me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I knew he wasn't going to die. I just knew that. But what were they going to do with him? And of course, Kate Egan is one of my favorite characters because I really, really do adore the actress playing Kate Egan
Mm-hmm.
because she can act her butt off. She's portrayed this character flawlessly. And I was thinking that a good thing they could do with DMAC when he showed up at the Great Shores Youth Academy in the end, I didn't know where he was at. So my first thought was Tommy done sent his ass with Tariq. And how is
Man,
that gonna help him? How is this gonna help D-Mac stay out of trouble if you done sent him with Tariq? You trying to
I
get
said the
Tariq to
same
teach him to
thing.
be a gangster, but no. But then when I saw the horses and the manure and the horse shit, I was like, okay, no, that's some kind of that's like the damn a black version of the Mutant Academy for the Gifted or some shit like that. So
Yeah,
that's where they
man.
sent D-Mac at, man. But the thing is, how long is he going to be there? What kind of trouble is he going to give these people? He's going to try to dip away. What is going to be the next step for D-Mac?
What is going to be the next step, man? I don't know. I want to know. But I was happy, man. I was relieved when we saw this. I was like, okay, Lamont, we can still talk about the show. I can still make videos because, like I was done, man. I was done.
Mhm.
So I was really, really happy to see all this right here. And like you said, I thought the same thing. I was like, Tariq finna pop up around the corner,
Right.
or the little what, I forgot his little sister's name. I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. Um,
Tariq's
but
sister,
yeah, what's her name?
Raina.
Raina,
Raina.
yeah.
No, not
Or
Raina.
no,
Raina's
not
the
not
one that's
Raina,
dead.
that's dead. Yeah, the little one. I forgot. Y'all know
Oh,
what I'm talking about. But I thought she was gonna pop up too. But what I did want Tommy to say, and I don't mean to sound violent, but I want him to say, like, look, D-Mac, if you leave that place because you done already messed up, I'm gonna kill you myself. I just wanted to hear that. I don't know why. I just did, but he didn't say that. He was like, just be still or whatever. But I was happy, man. I was happy about that. I really was. I really was. And so y'all let us know, man, that y'all think that D-Mac was really dead, because I thought it was goner, man. They pulled a fast one on me. So,
mhm.
I'm happy he's still here. I'm happy he's
I
still here.
gotcha.
But you really think they made up though, man? Diamond and Jannard? When the daddy he tried to go up there and talk to him, but the daddy had already
Uh,
passed away.
I think Diamond is making up. Jannard, what choice does he have? Literally.
Yeah.
What choice does Jannard have? Jannard has he's spiraled so far out of control, he's turned into a street junkie, which is very, very ironic considering that for the 15 years Diamond David was in jail, he held down CBI, kept it profitable, kept it a well-oiled machine. And now all of a sudden that Diamond is out of jail, he can't get right. You know,
Yeah.
he worse than the character in the Martin Lawrence Eddie Murphy movie. Can't get right. He can't get nothing right. So he's not going to get it right being back with Diamond. He's going to probably stab Diamond in the back. And it just makes you wonder, is Diamond going to honor this code from his dad? How long and how far? because
Yeah.
Jannard is going to push him. He is going to push him and probably push him to the point where he had to pull a gun on him. But will Diamond do it? I could easily see Diamond pulling a gun on him, not doing it, and then Tommy come and say, "He ain't my brother."
Mm, mm. That would be awful. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But again, I don't care if Jannard dies. He can kick rocks. Now, the first time that Diamond went to go see his daddy, it was horrible. It was like, dreams come true or prayers come true. You're dying, and I wanted to see it. I was like, damn, this is harsh. I know that's real. I know that's real life for some people. That relationship that they have with their parent, and that's just awful, man.
And
You
I'm one
can't.
of them.
Yeah, man. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was thinking about you when I
Yeah,
was
I'm
watching
one
this
of
because
them.
I remember what you told me, and
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna ask, but I was just like, I wonder if was it this bad between Lamont, because yeah, we talked about it, man,
definitely.
and I say that to say that it ended up being much better. I was surprised to see Diamond here by his side. I
Yeah,
didn't think Diamond was gonna show up at all anymore. Just like, oh, he's dying. Yes, throw your ass in the dirt, bury you, ha ha ha. Good riddance. But he woke up and he was still there. And while it was such an ugly exchange of words the first time around, it was a beautiful orchestra, to say the least. The second time around, it was like, hey, you was the strongest. You didn't really need me. So I thought that was beautiful. How did you feel about it, or was it phony baloney to you because of based off the first one, the first interaction?
it's not necessarily phony baloney, but even though you're saying all that, just because you're a strong one still don't mean you don't need help. It still don't mean you don't need to be loved. It still don't mean that every now and then you need a hand up. Just because you are the strong one doesn't make you immune to the things
Right,
that make someone human. So no,
right,
fuck that. No, I wasn't even trying to hear that either. No, no, absolutely not. Now apparently Diamond bought it. Okay, Diamond, that was a good enough excuse for him because he's fulfilling and holding out the vision and mission that the dad wanted when it comes to Jannard. But at what point in time, B, is he going to have to go against that? Because you can do everything you can in your power to influence people, but you can't control them. You can't make
right.
their decisions for them. And we see what kind of decisions Jannard is making, and they're highly dangerous.
I feel you, man. I'm not mad at you either. I can definitely understand where you're coming from with that, and I appreciate the honesty too. I do, I
Yeah.
do. So
Now, if you
keep.
want to know another thing I think is going to happen, I think that the two fuck ups is going to team up together. It's just that one of them is not going to know the other one is working for the police. I think that Junkie Jannard is going to team up with Alcoholic Vic,
Oh
and they're going to
wow,
try to be the new age Dalmatians. They're going to
wow.
be the Dalmatian duo to Tommy and Diamond. Only difference is whereas Jannard is thinking that Vic is getting all these drugs from some plug, he's really going to be getting it from the police, setting Jannard, one half of the CBI, up the creek.
Yeah. The funny thing is how I'm saying that I don't like Jannard and I want him gone. I don't want him
Yeah.
to go out that way.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I I wouldn't want him to go out by Vic. Have him be taken out by, I don't know. I don't even want to say that, but I'm trying to stay on code here. But speaking about Vic, okay, the hit was supposed to be at 9 o'clock. It was moved up to 8:30, and he was supposed to meet his sister outside somewhere for the alibi, and it's
Right.
9:35. And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Where the f is my sister? She was
Yeah,
supposed to
man.
meet me here, but she's not here." And they showed up
Mhm.
early. What the f is going on? And those ideas start running around in his head, and he's like, something doesn't make sense here. Something, a fast one is being pulled on me, and he shows up to the crib,
this this him coming off this elevator, man. I was just
bro.
dying, laughing. Like, dude, this,
Yeah,
this ain't Star Trek, the next generation. The fuck
yeah, yeah. He he
elevator
he
like
shows
that.
up mad. Like, what the F, man? You know, only thing would have been funny is if they were smashing right here. And I didn't see this. She panicked. Like, oh my God, Vic, are you okay? What happened?
Shoot.
You know, and yeah, she shoots Doyle. That, you know, that was a
Mhm.
quick ass decision right there. She panicking. But
Very quick.
I'm glad that Vic is not dumb. I'm glad that he didn't buy the banana and the tailpipe. He knew
Exactly.
he knows his sister. Up, down, left, right, in
Mhm.
and out. He knows her
Mhm.
mannerisms, all of that. And he's like, she's acting real peculiar right now. You know what I'm saying? Real spotty. And so I like that, man. And
Mhm.
he ends up going to the police station towards the end. It was like, hey, I want to lock my sister up. I want all the immunity. I want to be exempt from everything. And this is just crazy right here. He was such a big character, Lamont, and he's dead.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
He's because of Vic killed his daddy. And I
Yeah.
don't even we didn't even. I mean, man. So how you think this is gonna play out with his sister, with the cop, with the immunity, the body of Doyle? What you think, bro? I didn't see this coming, man. I did not see this coming at all, bro. How's it gonna play out?
Some of this with Vic is fueled by the fact that he went and got him some African American panty draws. But how far is that fuel going to take him? He's Some of this is retribution for Glow. But at the end of the day, at some point in time, Vic is going to need to live. And I don't think that the streets is done with Vic just yet. He's
Yeah,
hurting right now. He's done had to kill his daddy because the daddy never accepted his person he wanted to be his wife. And then you learn that your sister was going to allow you to be killed.
yeah,
You are a caged animal caught in the corner with nobody and nothing you can trust. And so I think that what they're going to do with Vic, you don't need those major characters anymore that we've killed off because the story is going to be so rich with him being with the police. They can be the police can now give Vic drugs. They can give him contraband. They can supply him with anything he wants. He can pretend like he's getting it from a supplier. He can set up shop however he want to in these streets and make it look like he is the man, all to get folks caught up with the police because ultimately Stacy wants Tommy. And here's the problem with Stacy. We've seen what her blind spot is. She is willing to do anything to get to be mayor of Chicago. Anything. She's crooked. She just ain't done nothing too crooked, but she's crooked.
I was
And
about to
Vic is
say
going to
she
get a
crooked.
hold of
She
that.
crooked. Okay.
She crooked. Because when the girl came in that ratted on Vic, she was trying to coerce that girl into
Yeah.
saying Tommy Egan. That's crooked. That's against the law. And she was trying to do that. And now that she's got Vic, I can easily see her getting so close to Vic that she starts telling him things that she ain't even telling her own husband who's working on the task force.
Hmm.
She starts giving Vic too close airplay. Vic might decide, hey, I don't need Glow. I'm gonna slide in you and use you. So this is going in a great direction. There's going to be a lot of drama, and I can't wait to see where the writers take the story.
Yeah. I can't either, man. And another thing is the storytelling is going to be so much more concise with these past 5 episodes because half everybody is dead. You know,
Just
Polly's
about.
dead, Flynn is dead, Doyle is
Right.
dead, D
He's
Mac
dead.
is away, Seamus is
Yep.
dead. So, you
Yep.
know, Kate is drugged up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jannard
Jannard
and
drugged up.
yeah, Jannard and Diamond gonna be more together now as well. And
Mm-hmm.
so we still gonna have to see how the what's Diamond's parole officer. Yeah, we still need to see how he gonna play. He's a random thread. Kate is a definite random thread. You know, she's
Right.
gonna have to mess something up. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited though, Lamont. I
Me
am.
too. Me
I
too.
am. I'm excited.
Definitely.
I'm excited. But guys, you let us know, or if you are excited as well about what's potential to come in episode 6 of Power, Book 4, Force, Season 2. And also, I did majority of this episode. I had the banner down here incorrect. I had episode 8 down there, but I fixed it. It's episode 5. But Is there anything that we haven't discussed, bro, that you want to get off your chest? I think we covered everything, unless I left something out. I'll leave anything out.
Nah, man, we hit all the hot spots, my brother. There ain't nothing else left to talk about.
Agreed.
It's just where they gonna go. You guys be sure to know that you can super chat B Avery, even if we're not live. You can super chat YouTubers so they can get it, and you can do it to B Avery. And see where the story goes, because we're hot on the trail. We're bringing you guys great content every week, and we want to get your participation in as we go.
Yes, we do. But guys, that is going to wrap it up for our Power Again Book 404 Season 2 episode Crown Vic. Man, we're going to be here same time, same place next time, and I can't wait to chop it up with you guys. But before we head out of here, Lamont, what you got going on in your Swoleback channel over here for all the good people to look forward to, sir?
This guy, see, ladies and gentlemen, the only reason my back is swollen like that is because I can't compete with a man who has a voice better than Barry White. Okay, and
It's
B.A.
just,
okay?
It's just the microphone. It's just the mic. It's just the microphone.
You know, I'll never bring my wife around B.A. with a voice like that. Never.
You
tripping. What did Puff Daddy tell Biggie, true player for real? Ask Puff Daddy. But anyway,
crazy.
I will be going live, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern, to talk this last episode of Power. I'm going to be getting my trailer breakdown up a little early. I normally get it up on Monday. I'm going to have it up Saturday. I'm going to have a Shy review this week. I'm going to have the Shy trailer up. I will be joining Big Gold Belt Media Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern to talk Power. And I am going to try to do a show. It's going to start out with me and my wife, but eventually I'm going to bring on some of my friends, B. Avery, and the good folks that rocks with me. I'm going to be doing a movie news based on what's going on in Black movie news, and then we'll end it with all the news. I haven't figured out what I'm going to call it, how I'm going to segment the show and all that type stuff, but something so we can talk about the events going on with Black film media, Black film TV, and then we'll talk about all the other major things. So I'm about to get back to YouTubing pretty hard over the next 3 months, so you guys buckle on down, get on in here. And when you leave me super chat comments, I will try to get those up on my live show. So let's get it in, people.
All right. And like myself, subscribe. Help me reach 50K. Okay. You're going to get all this hot jazz right here. Movie reviews, all that. But to be more specific, let's see here. I got my Expendables review. You can check that out. My Outlaw Johnny Black. I'm also
Expendables was the worst movie of the year.
Yeah, it was the worst movie of the year. Also, of course, I'm covering the Continental. The first episode was pretty good. And by the time you see this, episode 2 will be out. And I also have my review for The Creator as well. So check that out on my channel. I think I'm going to go see Saw X tomorrow or Saturday or something like that. So all that great content that you guys can look forward to. Go ahead, Lamont.
So I'm going to review Dumb Money. So people that have been following my channel for a while know I'm into real estate and stock, and Dumb Money kind of highlights the mania that was going on with the GameStop era and how Robinhood literally shut people down from making money on the stocks that had been shorted. So I'm going to review that and have that up probably by Sunday.
Sounds good. Sounds good. But guys, again, before you go, we just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's Lamont. And that's just our opinion. Peace out. And we'll see you next time.
Go
ahead.
No, you good. You good.
Okay.